All right, we're up.
How did?
Okay, thank you guys for putting up with that. Sorry about that. So, like I said, we had a tax basketball game, so that was the reason for the delay. All right. Okay, so a couple questions for those of you that are going to watch this recorded that I want to cover with you is if you had somebody, we just found this out from Teresa, thank you. If you had somebody that went inactive the Sunday prior to this going live, this new customer first going live, then they were reduced, and I hate to even use the word reduced, their status was changed to a preferred customer, okay? That is not that really big of a deal, other than the fact that, well, they had gone inactive, so since they had gone inactive, they would not have had any stored volume anyway. Now, Isagenix has a policy that will allow you to request a one-time, and literally once in a lifetime, reinstatement of volume. And if you contact customer service and whatever volume you missed or lost due to the fact that you went inactive, that was there within the last, I think it's the last 30 days, then they will they'll restate that volume, okay? But you only get one of those ever, so just be aware of the fact that you're only ever going to get that. That's only going to happen one time. So if you have somebody who has recently gone inactive, you can ask customer service to reinstate that volume, and they will. All right. Okay. So let me go to screen share here, and we're going to go over the back office enrollments. I'm going to tell you something that Tracy and I were talking about today, and I would tell you that when you're enrolling someone, even though this is the new program, okay, I'm going to recommend that you always encourage the person from right at the very beginning to log in immediately and change their status to associate, okay? And I'm also going to even maybe go one step further, and well, I wouldn't tell you to take their information and then do it for them, although you could. And the reason I say that is because this at least makes them watch the video, which is really, really important to make them watch the video. Because if you don't make them watch the video, then they might miss something that maybe you would normally have told them, but you didn't, right? So I would tell you to always make the person watch, to make the person immediately log in, watch the 6-minute video, and immediately turn themselves into an associate. And the reason that I'm going to tell you that you should do that is because if you don't do that, the only volume that they're going to bank is their personal volume. And so if you put that person on an active leg, then that person is going to miss out on any volume that happens during their 90 days, because the way the system is currently set up is that if you enroll somebody as a PC, they will bank their personal volume for the first 90 days. After that first 90 days, if they haven't done anything, if they haven't changed their status to an associate after that first 90 days, then they will quit accumulating that personal volume. But that volume will remain held for the next 90 days. And if after that 180 days, that person has still not turned themselves into an associate, then that volume will go away as it would with any preferred customer. So they won't bank any volume. And the reason that this is important to have them book that or to get that status changed as quickly as possible is because many people, myself included, and I know there's been several others, the reason that I was tempted to start sharing is because Jill came to me and said, Brent, look, you got all this volume on this leg, you've got all this volume saved up. If you would simply, plus you've got your personal volume, so if you would simply share with 2 people, you would earn X number of dollars, because you can look at how much volume that they've got and you can say, look, you've got all this volume saved up. If you just enroll a couple people, you're going to make, you know, $200 or $300. And that sometimes is enough of a number to push somebody to start. Okay. So I would still encourage you to convert your people to associate as quickly as possible. All right. All right. Next thing, and I'm going to teach this in a way that I hope it makes sense to you guys, because you guys are actually not just customers. You're actually looking at doing the business. Anytime you do an enrollment, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to go into your back office. I want you to click Team, and I want you to click View Placement Tree. Okay. Once you do that, then I obviously didn't click it. I just went to the bottom of the tree. But once you do that, you're kind of come up with your name is going to be here and all your information. And it's going to tell you all the people that you've enrolled and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to tell you what's happened in your office over your last 5 weeks. And then it's going to go further, and then further down is going to be your tree. Okay. Now, if I was George, this one would say sponsor new member in this spot recommended. And this one would say sponsor new member in this spot recommended. But I'm not George. So I just navigated down here. So I'm going to click the spot that I want to put my new person in. So if I'm going to enroll Teresa, then I'm going to put her here, or I'm going to put her here, and I'm going to make that decision. Okay. If you do not physically make that decision, and if you click, you're going to get an option as you go through the enrollment process of where to put that person, as long as you are an associate. If you have somebody who's a preferred customer and they go through this process, they are not going to get the placement option. Okay. The system is going to automatically place them in what we refer to as the outside leg. And this little arrow right here points towards their team, points towards their upline. And so that means that if George, if he was, he's not, but if he was a preferred customer and he logged in to enroll somebody, it would automatically place them on this outside right. And it will continue to do that until George makes himself an associate. And once he becomes an associate, then he will have the option of which side to place somebody on. Okay. But until then, you won't have it. Now you're getting ready to see what that looks like. Okay. So I'm going to click this, and this is what's going to happen. So you go to enroll somebody, you get this, and then I'm going to pick an easy pack. I'm just going to pick the one that's shown here, the weight loss value pack, and I'm going to enroll the weight loss value pack. Now this first price, okay, all these prices that are here, this is the retail price. This is the price if they are a if they're a preferred if they're a preferred customer with auto ship. Okay, this is the price if they're a preferred, if they're just a if they just enroll as a customer. Okay, so you've got all three prices here. So just know that this best, anytime you're going to enroll somebody as a preferred customer with auto ship, this is the price they're going to get, is the one in blue that says best. That's how you get the best price. Okay. You know what? I'm going to pick the small one so I don't have all these different options. I don't want to have to go through all the different stuff. Let's just go with the 30-day system new member. Okay. So we're going to go with the 30-day system new member. It shows you that the price for a new member is $271.99. Okay. And then we're going to go, right? So we're going to take off. So what we want is let's say we're going to split this up because I want to show you guys what this looks like. So they want 2 canisters of chocolate, and they want those in canisters, and I'm going to click add. You have to click the add button. Then you want 2 canisters of strawberry. So you come down here to the strawberry, click the strawberry, and they want those in packets. So I'm going to put those in packets, and I'm going to click add. Okay. Now, if you wanted to change one of these, if you want to change this to 1 and 1 and whatever else, you can do that. Obviously, you just got to make your own decision. The cleanse, I talked to them. They want to go with the lick or the powder, and then they want to do the supreme in the liquid. So I'm going to click the liquid. And again, every time I'm hitting add, right? The cleanse bundle, what flavor do they want? They want vanilla. And I'm going to click add. Actually, I'm sorry, I clicked the dairy free, whatever. Okay, now once I've done all that, then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click this. Okay, 1. They want 1 of those, right? Add. Now, if I want to put something else in here, okay, at this point, then I've got to go up here and click the continue shopping button. So now they said, okay, I want all that, but then I also want I want some coffee, right? So I'm going to come down here, click coffee, and drop down, and they want the regular, because for those of you that don't know, the regular and the organic are the exact same product in the canvas, in the bag, but they have to charge extra if you want the organic stamp on your coffee. I don't drink the stamp, I just drink the coffee, so I always pick the regular, right? Okay, so there. Now I can continue to add products here over and over again, but once I hit next, it's going to send me, it's going to complete that portion of the order, and it's going to send me here. Okay, now I'm going to enroll, and I'm telling you guys, do not enroll your dog, but as an example, I'm rolling my dog, right? I'm showing you how easy it is. If you want to send me any gifts, this is my address. If anybody has any questions while I'm typing this in, feel free, or if anybody has any comments, feel free. Okay. And again, this information I'm putting in here is not valid information. So it's showing you, what I'm showing you is that it's not going to verify like it used to, right? Okay. And then I'm going to click next. And boom, there, right? So I have now done the enrollment, right? That's how fast the enrollment goes. Now I'm going to go here. I say, yes, they do want to do this. I'm going to always click this one to view the product catalog. And generally speaking, you guys, unless they want something specific in here, and I would tell you that if you can put something in their auto ship, do it. Many people, though, are afraid of auto ship. So if you put something in there, just make sure they know they can change it to anything they want, right? So in this particular case, I'm going to pick something from the more products, and I'm going to pick, you know, they decide that I know that they love coffee, and they're always good with coffee, so I'm going to pick coffee. That's a very inexpensive thing. If the worst case scenario for this person is they forget to change it, and they get an extra bag of coffee sent to them before they call me back and tell me they want to change it. So I'm going to throw a bag of coffee in here, one bag, add to cart, and next. You always have to hit both. Always have to add to cart and next. I'm going to change this to the day before the 30 days, and I'm going to change this to every 28 days, okay? That way, if they decide to do the system, then they're going to get the best deal, okay? Now, what this is telling me is don't miss out on the free shipping up to $25 on the first 3 auto ships. Their original order, okay, your first order has to be a minimum of 125 BV or more, which it is, right? Because right now, this first order has got all this product in it, so it's 172 BV. So this means they qualify to obtain the 3 for free shipping. So their next 3 auto ship orders, again, very important, auto ship orders are going to be free, as long as those auto ship orders are placed and they have more than 125 BV in them, okay? As long as there's 125 BV or more and it's in auto ship, they will get the next 3 for free. However, if they don't place that very first auto ship and all the subsequent auto ships within the first 34 days, important, 34 days, because even though it's 35 days to grace, if you set an auto ship up on the 35th, it won't go out until the 36th day. They have to do it within the first 34 days in order to get the free shipping, okay? So make sure that you get the free ship, that you tell them this, okay? Very important. Now, you get to this page and you want to change something. Let's say I get here and they decide they don't want the ice, they don't want the extra bag of coffee, Okay, so I'm going to edit this, and now I can go here and I can remove this bag of coffee. I just put a 0 in, and I click save, and it has now removed the extra bag of coffee. Okay, so I can edit anything from here. Jane was asking before we went on the recording that she got to this page, I believe. Jane, correct me if I'm wrong, but you got to this page and now you can't add any product, right? Okay, I'm going to assume I'm right. So.
Oh, wait, I do have a question on that part right there.
Okay.
I figured out how to do the first part, but I put the wrong vitamins in for her. So
Okay.
I need to cancel the vitamins I put in and
so, yep, so just cancel the vitamins. Just hit the little edit button and cancel the vitamins.
Right. But then how do you add the new ones without going all the way back? Like
at this point, at this point that I'm aware of, there's no way to add the different ones. Okay. So if you get to this point and they say, oh, I want to add a bag of vitamins, or I want to add a box of vitamins, and you're at this point, then you're going to have to do this. You got to hit back. Okay. Now you're still in the auto ship. You see this? You're still in auto ship. So you got to keep hitting back until you get out of this auto ship thing. You got to keep going, and then it's going to give me a little error, I think, here in a second, but that's okay. It's going to let me keep going. Okay. Okay, let me go all the way back, right? So now I'm all the way back to the initial order, okay? Now I'm going to click continue shopping, and I'm going to go down to targeted daily solutions. I think that's where the vitamins are at, right? Let's see. Somebody's writing on my screen. I can't see anything. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Wherever they're at. You know where they're at? Somebody?
Healthy aging, I think.
Healthy aging. Thank you very much. Isogenesis starter pack, value pack, complete essentials with isogenesis, right? So they want those, okay? So I got to click that. Then I got to click, do they want men's or women's, right? So they want the men's, and now they've added that. I'm going to click next. Pardon me, got to hit 1. I got to hit add to cart, and I got to hit next. Okay, so boom, now it has entered it, and you can see that it's now in there. Click complete essentials with isogenesis, and it's there. Okay, now you can do that over and over and over again. And the really good thing about this new system is, for those of you that are aware of the old system, is if you logged out, you had to start all over again. Now you don't, right? If my power goes out, if I turn it off, if I have to take care of something, when I come back and try to start the enrollment process again, you click on one of the buttons that says you want to start the enrollment process. It will say, do you want to continue with the previous enrollment process? You click yes, and it's going to bring you right back to your screen. Okay, so everything's in here. They see the price, they decide they don't want it, and I say okay, no problem. And so I come down here and I remove it. Right, so 0 and save, and we're good. Okay. So now we're here, okay? You're going to keep going, right? Do not give them this price here. Do not give them that, okay? Because we're not there yet. Now, also, if you've got a coupon code, like right now, the coupon code is did I misspell banana? No, that's all right. Huh, I don't know. It's not working. Maybe the banana code's not working anymore.
Try Bananarama.
Seriously? Or are you just lipping off?
I don't know. I just want to see it put in there.
Sucker. All right. I don't know. I thought banana was supposed to be working, but it may not be. All right. So this is where you would put the coupon code, though, if you had one, right? So now we're going to go to next. And now I'm going to get the options, right? So I get will call. I've got this. I've got everything else here. Ground shipping. I would enter my credit card information. I'm not going to keep wasting time here, so I'm not going to do that. But I would enter credit card information and save to profile, and it's going to then go. And now the next one it's going to give me, placement, and it's going to give me another option to change the placement. Okay, I've already clicked my original placement, so I'm good. Okay, then I'm going to go to summary. And when I go to summary, it's going to give me the final price. That final price is going to give me the actual price that they're going to be charged. That's going to give them their 25% off plus their additional 5% off because we made them an we made them a preferred customer with an auto ship order. So it gives them an additional 5% off. That's where you're going to see the final price. And then you hit done and you're done. Guys, I'm telling you, I've already done 2 enrollments. It's fast. Okay, really fast, especially if you know what they want. You just click right through here, and as you can see, there's no reason for you don't have to do the DOB, you don't have to do the Social Security number, you don't have to click all the other terms and conditions stuff. It's done. And the other thing is, I want you to realize is that this has really been created to help the person who is not a builder to enroll easier. So if a preferred customer logs in to do an enrollment, it's even less. Okay, there's even less stuff for them to enter. Okay, now I get all finished with this and I say, okay, Paul, I just got you all signed up, you're all set. Here's what I'd like for you to do. I want you to be are you interested, if you decide, you don't have to, but if you should ever decide to enroll your wife or enroll a friend, would you rather be paid cash or would you rather be paid coupons? Okay, I might have to prompt Paul a little bit more, he's a cop. But the $25 is better than a $25 coupon, people, okay? So, and that's what I would tell them. Look, it's $25 cash. You can take it. They say cash, you say outstanding. Log into your back office now because I've given you your username and password. Enter your information. Click the little button that says upgrade. It says change to associate. And on the left-hand side of your screen, you're going to see they're going to see a little button that says make my account an associate, and boom, you're in. Okay, they can then change it. They have to watch a 6-minute video, click terms and conditions, add their Social Security number, the birth date, and they're set. Okay, that's it, and they're done. That will immediately convert them to an associate account. All right, anybody have any questions? There's got to be some questions. I'm not that good at this yet.
I don't have a question, but I was just going to tell you really quick, if somebody was an associate, are you guys hearing that echo? Really
nope.
Annoying.
Just you.
Anyway, if they were an associate and they got converted back to a PC, so they already had all their information in the system, it's really simple. You just click watch the video and then it says congratulations, you're an associate again. You don't have to re-enter social security number, birth date, or anything. So I actually did that for my people today. Just went and clicked on the video and got them back to associate really quickly. So that's all they have to do is click on the video. It's 6 minutes and then they're good.
Did you watch the video?
I did watch the video.
How was it? Because I haven't watched it yet.
It's good. They're really focusing on compliance. And so the compliance guy that always talks did his little spiel on the 3 things, tell the truth and don't, promise anything, and, the whole thing. Travis Garza is on there and somebody else. So they made it really simple, but also just so people know the important stuff about compliance and how it works if you're going to do the business.
Okay.
But it's 6 minutes, easy peasy, and then they're back to associate really quickly.
Okay. So just so you guys get this and make sure I've got it right too, Teresa, if they were previously an associate, all they have to do, log in, watch the video, and then congratulations.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
They didn't have to re-enter anything. They don't have to click the terms and conditions, nothing. Just watch the video and then it says, congratulations, you're an associate again, and it pops you back into the system immediately and shows that you're active.
Okay. Then I would recommend, and I'm probably going to thank you for letting me know that, because there's a few people that I want to get them back to at least associate status, even if they haven't ordered, right? Did they have to order, Teresa, or did you place the order before?
No, they didn't have to order at all. All you do is watch the video and it puts you back to associate. I think then what happens is if you don't order within 180 days, it'll kick you back to preferred customer.
All right, cool. Well, that's good to know.
I think that's what they had said originally.
And there's no real reason, honestly, to go in and find all your people that you ever thought might want to come back around, because guess what? If they're not active, it doesn't matter. They're still not banking any points. But
They all got the email, so if they didn't do it, you have to assume they didn't want to do it, I guess.
right. And what you do then is you just watch, and if you ever see, but here's the big one. If you see somebody actually place an order that and becomes back to, and they're back to PC, then they're back to active status with as far as being a PC that's active, then I would definitely tell them, hey, buddy, just so you know, if you'll go in and watch the 6-minute video, you can come back to active status. Are you planning on continuing to order? If they say yes, fantastic. If they say no, guys, it's okay, right? 85% of the people that will join your business are just going to be customers. That's all they're going to do. They're going to order product. They're not going to stay active. They're just going to order product. I was a terrible customer for the first 11 months. I never stayed active. I was in, out of active, didn't do, sometimes did, sometimes didn't, whatever. But the person that enrolled me stayed consistent with me and kept showing me that it's a possibility. And eventually I was like, okay, fine, I'll do something, right? So don't give up on somebody just because they don't stay active. Just make sure that they know about all this stuff. That's why it's so important to get them into the pages. That's why it's so important to stay in touch with them. Another reason to make sure that your people are, especially the people who are on our team specifically, if you have, and Courtney, I don't know if you guys do, but we have a newsletter so that people can sign up for the newsletter. Have either you do it for them or have them sign the form so that they get the email, okay? Once a month, they're gonna get an email. They're not gonna get a bunch of blasts from us, but just once a month, they're gonna get an email, and you never know when they might come back into play, right? Or they decide, oh, I wanna get back involved in this, or oh, I wanna order, because every now and then they're getting this email, right? And so that keeps them engaged with what's possible, okay? So real important on that. Okay, any other questions or comments?
So Brent, we actually had one today.
Okay.
Where one of our associates, she just kind of orders minimum, every once in a while, every couple months, she orders some Isoflush, and her membership expired. Well, she tried firing it back up, and she went into her auto ship account to try to manage that, and she put in the Isoflush again, and all that happened was it took the 10% off. It didn't give her the option of renewing her membership. Now, if she went and tried placing a regular order and did it, it would show up as the only option she could do was the preferred customer without auto ship at the $39.99. So what I had her do is I ended up having her call compliance, or I'm sorry, not compliance, but Isogenic customer service, and they ended up actually getting it all to go through for her, but they actually ended up having to credit her back the $10 to make it go down to the $29. So for those of you that have anybody in that situation where they might have fallen off, but now because of the customer first thing where there's no BV, minimum BV, they want to come back on, they may have to, until this gets kind of the kinks worked out, they may have to call customer service and do it direct through them.
Yep. And that's great advice. Anytime you have a problem, call customer service. Right now, they are doing everything they can to fix any little glitches and stuff like that. So they're finding these problems, right? I mean, imagine you've got 600,000 people on a tree, right? Ultimately, that's really what Isogenics, actually, they probably got millions of people on the tree because you got to figure people have come in, fallen off, whatever. So they got all these people on this tree. So there is a lot of other stuff going on there that we're not privy to. It's real important, you guys, to remember this. When you're talking about this as a consumable product, do not tell people you have to order a minimum of 100 BV. You've never had to order a minimum of 100 BV. The only reason that you needed to was if you were interested in the business. That's it. I tell people that all the time. You don't have to order 100 BV unless you're interested in the business. Nothing. No requirement. That's it. There's no requirement. And that alleviates a lot of tension. Now, their first order ends up being whatever it is, 30-day present value pack, whatever. Now, and I could ask all of you this question, how many of you now order more than you ever thought you would, right? All of us, right? We all order more than we ever thought we would. You don't have to go into that. You don't have to say, hey, you can't believe how much you're going to order. You're going to be ordering this stuff like crazy, right? You don't need to say that, because that's going to be up to them. But most people will find that, oh yeah, I like the ionics, I like the shake, I like the greens, I like the coffee. Boom. All of a sudden they've got an order basket that's 125, 135, 200 BV a month, and they don't think twice about it. They don't blink an eye. Okay. The only reason they're blinking an eye is because you were telling them the price at first. Now they get to pick their own price. That's why, as business leaders, I'm never going to recommend that you log in as, if Teresa calls me up and says, hey, Brent, I'm out of greens. Will you log into my account and get me some greens? Hey, Teresa, I might be sitting on the couch watching TV. I'm going to say, hey, I am out and about. Let me know when you're at your computer, and I will log you in and walk you through that order. Okay? Because I want her to log in and order. And I've said this 1,000 times. If Teresa sends me to the grocery store to get her milk and cheese, I'm going to get her milk and cheese. If Teresa goes to the grocery store on her own, what's she going to get? Milk and cheese and everything else that she thinks looks good, right? Encourage, actually I wouldn't say encourage. Show your people how to place their own orders. Do not be the secretary of your business, okay? Be this person in charge, be the CEO, be the CFO, whatever, be the president, whatever. I can think of a lot of terms, right? But be the person that's in charge and show them how to do these things for themselves, okay? Because if you're doing it for them, don't expect it to keep happening that way. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, oh, well, you know what? I've got 4 or 5 people that just order from me, and then I order it, I pick it up, I get it, and then they come and pick it up for me, or I ship it, whatever. Don't do that, guys. Don't get involved in that, especially now, right? Let them set their thing up, set their account up for them, help them get it set up. I mean, quite honestly, personally, I would tell you that if that was an issue, and Paul says, yeah, Brent, you know what? I want a canister of shakes, but I really don't want to pay the enrollment fee. You know what, Paul? If you'll order, instead of ordering 2 canisters of shake this week or this month, if you'll order, 4 canisters, then I'll pay for your membership fee. Okay. Isogenics by compliance doesn't want you to do that, but it's worth my time to give him $40 or $30 so that I'm not dealing with shipping my stuff to me and then me having to put it on my front porch or take it over to his house or whatever. I don't want to do that. Not my job. Because guess what? Not am I losing out on my time, but I'm probably also not charging for the taxes. I'm probably also not charging the shipping fee. I'm not charging any of that stuff, right? How many of us have sold a canister of shake for $40, right? Right? How much did that canister of shake really cost you, right? More than $40, right? Yeah, I see Danielle, right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, you're like, no, don't do that. Because if you get yourself into that habit, you're never going to get out of it, okay? Don't do that. Now, if you've got stuff at your house and somebody says, hey, I want to swing by and buy a canister of greens from you because I'm out there, that's probably not that big a deal. But I'm not going to take somebody's order and just place it for them. I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm not going to say I haven't. I'm just telling you don't do it, okay, for your own personal development, okay? I do that all the time. Yeah, Kelly D, quit doing that, okay? You know better. Any other questions? Okay, so let's cover staying active, all right? Because this has been a big question for me. Staying active. If you are an associate, okay? Oh, she means come by my house and get product. Yeah, I know you do that too, but then you have to pay me back. So if you are an associate, okay, you've clicked the button, you're trying to stay active, you are attempting to bank volume and or earn money, okay? One of those 2 things happens. You personally need to order a minimum of 100 points per month, okay? You need to place that order a minimum of every 29 days. Do not place it on the 30th. Go through your downline, and if you see somebody's active date and their auto ship date, and there's not a couple of days between the 2, you need to help them fix that, okay? Especially if they are trying to accumulate points, earn income, okay? Because if the auto ship comes on or after their active date, they will lose the first 100 points, okay? If their auto ship order is for 150 BV, or pardon me, if their order is for 150 BV and it's on or after their active date, they will only bank 50 of that 150 BV. If they had ordered that same product, that same 150, a day before, or 2 or 3 or 10 or whatever, just before that active date, they will bank the entire 150. Okay, so show your people how to set up their auto ship correctly and set it for every 28 to 29 days. Okay, every time, make sure that happens. Now, once you're active, okay, once you or your person is active, the requirement now, which I can't believe iShienix does this, because I don't know of any other company that does this. The only requirement is that this only counts for your personal enrolled. Okay, so your personal enrolled. You need personal enrolled on your right, and you need personal enrolled on your left, that their cumulative 30-day or their cumulative volume is 100 BV. Okay, so if I've got, I've got Deb, Jane, I've got Paul, and I've got Cindy on my right, and I've got Diane on my left. Okay, that's the screen I'm looking at. So if I've got Deb and Paul and Cindy on my right, and they're all ordering, 35 BV a piece, and Diane's ordering her 100, I'm set, right? I got 100 on my right because they're all my personally enrolled. I enrolled Deb, I enrolled Paul, I enrolled Cindy, and I enrolled Diane. They're all my personally enrolled, and they are ordering 100s coming up for my right personally enrolled and 100s coming up for my left personally enrolled. And I have personally ordered 100 BV in the last 30 days. I am an active consultant. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's say that I have, I'm normally ordering, 250 BV a month. That's my normal order, about 250 BV a month. If that's my order, then I'm just sitting there, and you've got somebody on your tree you look down and you see their little box, right? And that little box says, actually, hang on, let me screen share this. Let me get out of this whole thing. Hang on, guys. I want to show you guys what I'm talking about in case there's anybody on here that's new enough that doesn't know. Okay, so if you've got somebody who you've enrolled and they're getting ready to order, or they tell you that they've ordered, a lot of clicking. Okay, so George is sitting down here, and I know George because I enrolled him, and all of a sudden George orders, and let's say instead of this saying 164, I scroll down here and I see next month, I see it says 264. Okay, I see this says 264, and I'm going to so my conversation is going to go like this. Hey George, I saw you ordered 264 BV. Congratulations, sounds like you're doing great. Blah blah blah. The next time that you're going to order more than 100 BV, I want to help you. And we're going to order your 100 under you personally, and then we're going to enroll your wife or your spouse on your other leg, and we're going to place the excess volume over there. Okay. Now, here's the benefit to George. If it's a pack, then I'm going to show him to enroll his spouse, and I'm going to have him turn himself into an associate before I do that, so he gets $25 and not $25 coupon. Okay, that's going to be my first thing. However, let's say that he does that and he's like, well, do I have to do anything? Do I got to keep her active? No, you don't have to keep her active. I'm just trying to help you make $25. That may be my only goal, guys, is to get George to make $25. If George makes $25, guess what? He might be opening. Oh, George, you're going to make $25 if you enroll your wife because you want to buy this pack. Are you open to understanding how to make $150? Right? George says, yeah, so how do I do that? Well, if you got a friend of yours at work that's noticed the fact that you've lost 25 pounds this last 30 days that also would like to do this, If you enroll your wife and your friend on the same week, then you're going to make $150 instead of just 25. Well, do I have to do anything else? Nope, you don't got to do anything else. I'm going to walk you through it. I'll even do it for you, right? Because all I've got to do is, remember, guys, this isn't associates anymore. It's a lot easier now for you guys to actually help George, because now when I call Teresa up, Teresa's George's buddy, and I say, Teresa, hey, my name is Brent Shaw. I'm with Isogenics. George wanted me to give you a call and get you signed up. She's like, okay. I'm not asking her for much, right? I'm not asking for much other than what she would give to anybody that if she's ever ordered anything over the phone before. I'm asking for her name, her address, her email address, her credit card information. That's it. Okay. So there's not that higher level or higher need of relationship there that sometimes exists when you start asking for their date of birth and their social security number and those kind of things that some people feel odd about, right? I was a cop for 21 years, so it doesn't bother me to ask people all kinds of questions, right? Because I've just done it. But if you had a hang up with that, now you shouldn't have that same hang up. Okay. You're asking them for general questions. So now I'm going to help George earn $25 or $150. Or if it's value packs, I'm going to show him how to earn $370. But I've now opened his eyes to the opportunity to make a little bit more money. Now, since you guys are builders, I'm going to give you the next step. George says, hey, a friend of mine from work wants to enroll. He wants to buy a 30-day. George, do you want to make $25? No, I don't care. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do network marketing. Not my thing. Don't care. Do you want a $25 coupon? I don't care. Or maybe he says yes. Yeah, I'll take $25 coupon. Would you rather have a $25 coupon or would you rather me send you $25? Because if I'll send you $25, so you don't have to deal with the coupon. But if I do that, I'm going to enroll your friend. I pay for referrals. I'm happy to pay for a referral. Yeah, no problem. Send me $25. Outstanding. I'll round it up and make it 30. Thanks for your referral. And I'm going to enroll the guy. Okay. Now I'm going to enroll the next friend because now he's my personally enrolled and I'm going to now try to engage him into becoming a business partner. Okay. Don't be afraid to try to engage people and try to become business partners. Now that we are not, when somebody's enrolled, they're a preferred customer, there's not I don't even feel the obligation. If they don't want to become an associate, I would really rather send them $25 or $30 than get them a $25 coupon that, one, they may never use, okay? And two, that if they do use or they use it wrong, then it's just going to cause me a headache because Teresa tries to use her $25 coupon, it doesn't work, and now she's mad and she doesn't like Isogenics anymore because her coupon didn't work, right? I don't want to deal with that. Teresa, here's $30. I'll enroll your friend Paul. No problem. Love it. Done. Okay. So don't be afraid. So many guys, because I had this conversation several times just today where people are saying, hey, look, I want to do this business, but I don't know anybody. Well, have you asked the people that you've already enrolled for a referral? Right? Ask them for a referral. Hey, Cindy, I know you used the product a couple months ago. You used it. You liked it. You had some success. I know you're not staying active right now, but if you know anybody, I'll pay you $30 if you send me, if somebody contacts me that you send me and wants to get started, right? I got no problem with that, right? Cindy's not going to do it. She's not interested. She doesn't want to do that thing, right? No problem. I'm happy to do that thing. So if you got a referral, I'm asking you for it. Okay. So don't be afraid to ask people for referrals, guys. It's super, super important to realize it because Cindy has a whole different network than I do. My friends all suck, right? I don't have any good friends. Nobody wants to buy my products. Okay. So I need Cindy's friends because she's got good friends. They want to buy my products. Okay. All my friends, they don't want to do it. Okay. So if you're that person that says, I got all my friends, they don't want to do it, find a friend that will give you their friends. Okay. Because your friends aren't any good. Go find new friends. Okay. So that's the referral process.
This works. What Brent is saying works fantastic because we've done it multiple times for especially people that, let's just say that they're kind of active, but they keep falling in and out. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I have a friend that's interested in doing it. but yet they're not active right now as it is. So you know that if you put them under them, they're obviously not going to have any chance really at being led or being coached on how to do anything with it. So we'll do the same thing. We'll offer, look, I'll give you the $25 in cash or the $50 in cash or whatever they end up signing up for the pack. So it really does work. So yeah, don't be afraid to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I will tell you this. If Paul gives me a referral or Cindy gives me a referral, I am going to enroll that person below Cindy. Okay? I'm going to be the personal enroller, but I'm going to put her on Cindy's power leg. I'm going to put her on the stronger leg. I'm not going to put her on Cindy's inside leg because Cindy's not doing anything. But I'm going to put her on Cindy's strong leg. And the reason I'm going to put her on Cindy's strong leg is because if Cindy should find out from her friend, Vicky, who said, hey, look, I like this stuff. I love doing it. There's a way to make money. Oh, my God, I didn't know this. I love it, right? I got a gym owner who wants to sign up, right? So all of a sudden, Vicky's like, Cindy, I can't believe you're doing this. I know you know this person and this person and this person. I just made $150 and I told 2 people. Now all of a sudden, Cindy's like, well, I didn't really believe that Brent guy, but I like my friend Vicky and she wouldn't lie to me. So yeah, I want to do it too. And now guess what? Vicky and Cindy can now be buddies because they're on the same team, right? Because they're benefiting each other by growing their business. So don't separate your networks, okay? If somebody sends you somebody, don't put them someplace else. Because if you do that, then when Cindy decides, oh, I found out Vicky's making money and I'd like to do it now, and then she decides she learns, and 3 weeks later she's like, I learned this and I've gone down on my tree and I don't see Vicky anyplace. Where did Vicky go? Oh, well, I put her on my other leg. Well, why'd you do that? I referred her to you. Again, you could explain your way through it, but it's just healthier relationship building if you do it the right way, guys. Okay? You want to honor that and do it the right way. Diane, go ahead.
So how is that going to work now, though, with, because the person that is referred to, do you tell them that in order to give them the other person, the first person refers person B.
Okay.
Person B enrolls, but they only enroll not necessarily as an associate or not even maybe just as a customer. How do you require them to have a certain amount of BV before you will give the $25 referral?
That's your call, right? I mean,
Okay.
Me personally, I'll pay that money for anybody that wants to join my team. Because remember this, and I'll throw this out there. Jill Bowman started with a 9-day. Okay? So if Jill Bowman started with a 9-day, okay, I'll give you another one. I started with a canister of Isopro. Okay? That's what I started with, a canister of Isopro. So if I started with a canister of Isopro, then would you have paid $25 to have enrolled me? Right?
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's my thought process on that. My position is if it's your store and somebody's going to refer somebody to your store, then I would pay them some money to refer somebody to my store. And that dollar amount is totally up to you, right? If Paul refers me Cindy and Cindy calls me up and she goes, oh yeah, and I'm going to internet stalk Cindy first, right? I'm going to go on, I'm going to pull up her Facebook page. I'm going to find out, oh, she's doing this other multi-level marketing thing. So she understands it. I'm going to have a little conversation with her. Holy cow, she really likes it. Everything's good. And then Paul's like, well, you know what? I wouldn't mind, maybe getting the $25 coupon. That doesn't sound so bad. Hey, Paul, how about if I give you $50? Right? Because would I take Cindy on my team for $50? Yeah, I would. Because that referral has a lot of potential behind it. Now I'm going to honor that potential by making sure I engage Cindy in my pages, by making sure that I send Cindy try it, share it, whatever, try it, love it, share it video. I'm going to honor that referral by giving her a lot of good attention. Okay? You're not getting Cindy. Come on, Courtney. I'll pay you $50 for Cindy. All right. Any other questions?
I'll pay $100 for Cindy.
Uh-oh, here we go. It's a bidding war. Cindy, you're getting popular.
I was going to say, I'm worth more than that
Stand up and shake it, girl. You're getting
Right?
more popular. That's right.
I'll give you 100, Cindy. Hey, Brian, really quick, Carrie just jumped on and she had a question about, we were talking about how to put somebody where you want them.
Yep.
So if you've already started the enrollment, you can just do
Log out,
that.
Log out, do it again, start over.
Okay, can you just go over that really quickly
Yeah.
for Carrie?
Yeah, so if you're gonna pick where you're gonna put somebody, then you're gonna pick that spot. So you need to do it just like you've always done your enrollments in the past. You need to pick the spot that you want to put them in and click that spot. Okay, so if this is you, you're gonna click the spot that says recommended. Okay, you guys always, and continue to coach this, always put your people in a recommended spot. If I was logged in as George right now, this spot would say recommended and this spot would say recommended. If I was logged in as, say I was logged in as Sheila, right? So I'm logged in as Sheila, and Sheila's sitting here. This spot would say recommended, and this spot would say recommended, okay? These are the two positions that will say recommended. So it's real important for you guys to understand, and for those of you that are new that may not know this, everybody always has a recommended left and a recommended right at all times. You just now need to know how to get to it. So let's go up one more, okay? So I'm Elise, right? And Elise is sitting here and she's like, well, I see this spot says recommended, but I don't see my other recommended, okay? That's because she doesn't know how to navigate to it. Okay, there's two ways for Elise to get to her bottom right. She can either click the button that says bottom right, or she can just click on this until she will eventually navigate down to it, right? Because if you click on the bottom person of the screen, it's going to take you down further and further and further, and then she's going to find her recommended bottom right. Do not enroll anybody in an unoccupied spot unless you know why you're doing it, okay? There's some strategic reasons why you might do it, but 99% of the time you're screwing up if you're putting somebody in an unoccupied spot, okay? The new system has put in some fail safes for that. So Elise, who's a preferred customer, if she went to enroll somebody, it's not even going to give her that option, okay? Because she's a preferred customer, it's going to mandatorily put them at her bottom right, in her case, her bottom right, so her outside leg. And if she enrolls 10 people as a preferred customer, all 10 of those people are going to be on this side, okay? It just defaults to that side. So Elise is out telling everybody, hey, I really like this sleep spray, and all of her friends are saying, I want sleep spray too, and they're all coming in and enrolling to get sleep spray. They're all going to go on her right, okay? It's going to be really important for you guys to, and you should be anyway, watching your tree, and you should be friending anybody that's on your tree under you, because if you're Elise and you don't know these people, well, actually, I should say, let's back up one. Let's say that you're Sheila. You're Sheila and you don't know these people. You need to learn who these people are. Why? Because these people, their points are showing up over here. Okay, so they are good for your business. These people are part of your team, and you should know who these people are. Okay, they're part of why you're making money, right? If you're doing the business, or why you're gaining points. That explain it, Teresa? She good? Carrie, you good?
Yeah, I think Vicki said she already got it done,
Okay.
because I told her really quickly how to do it. But if you're an associate and you don't do it the way you said, when you get to the very end, it lets you pick left or right, right?
It'll
So
let you pick bottom left or bottom right.
Right.
And if that's your only concern, then you're good. Okay, so if you're not trying to do anything strategic, then you're fine, right? Bottom left, bottom right, and you don't need to even know anything else. That again,
But
that's a
it's just at the very end of the enrollment process. So people are thinking it's not there, and it's just way at the very end of it if you're an associate.
It's at the very end, and you just click bottom left or bottom right. Again, Isogenics is trying to make this fail safe, because I know a lot of people, including my sister, who I enrolled, weren't coached well at the beginning, and she put people in the unoccupied spots because she didn't know any better, because I didn't tell her, because I didn't know any better. And so she put these people in these different spots, and had this system been in place then, she couldn't have screwed it up, because when you click bottom right or bottom left, it's going to put them in that recommended spot for you. Okay. All right. Any questions?
I do. I have one.
Go ahead.
So if you've got your person on their computer at home and you're not actually picking the spot where it says left or right, you could still go into your back office and predetermine where someone is going to go, right? By either, like you used to be able to under your sorry, let me just go to it for just a second. So if you're in your back office
Okay.
and you go to my account.
Uh-huh. Oh, and you want them to go to your minor leg or major leg?
Placement and compensation.
Mm-hmm.
You can say where the person's going to go so you don't have to worry about it when they go to, because I don't ever sign anybody in myself. I always make them do it on their computer.
You make them go into your back office and you have them do it?
I have them go to cindyquigley.isogenics.com and then I do sign up and save.
Okay. I'm going to show you guys what she's looking at there. I just want to check something here real quick. Okay.
I don't know if I can show my screen, but I could do it. I could show it if you.
That's right. I won't make you give up your
Okay.
details here. So what she's saying is that if you go to this button up here, it says My Account,
Mm-hmm.
then it will, and you're going to pull up all this information for those of you that have never done this before, right? So you're going to pick this up. Oh, now you guys see how old I am. So you come in here, and what she's saying is that you can edit where they go, right? So my people go to their minor volume team. Okay, so if somebody was to go onto my website and log in via my website, they would go to my minor volume team. So that means that's where they would automatically be placed. Now I can edit this. I can change it from minor volume to major volume, and you could go back and forth and change it. The other thing you go ahead.
It'll tell you left or right. If you hit the edit button, there you can click on where it says the minor volume team.
Okay.
Down arrow.
Oh, okay,
It says,
cool.
we can't see that, but it says left or right.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Yep. And that's fine. And the other thing is, though, guys, if you ever get a notification that says, hey, congratulations, you got a new enrollment, and then you go down and you find who you just enrolled, then you've got 3 days to move that person. Okay. You've got 3 days to move them in any place you want. You can move them left side, right side, someplace else. I can even give them away, right? Oh, wow, that was my friend, Danielle's friend, and she must have sent her my website address. That's a problem. I need to make her Danielle. I need to change the sponsorship to Danielle. I've got 3 days to do that, okay, without any charge, fees, or problems. Okay, so I'm just going to call up Isogenics customer service. I'm going to say, hey, this girl named Wendy enrolled herself, and Wendy is actually Danielle's friend. So can you have that taken care of? Patricia says, do the sides really matter? The sides matter if you are trying. Well, the sides matter if you are trying to build a specific side. Okay, so if I'm trying to build my right side for volume on my right, or if I'm trying to build my left side for volume on my left, or if I need in order for you guys to rank advance, okay, so in order to go from associate to consultant, or from consultant to manager, manager to director, director to executive, you have to have different numbers of consultants. So when you enroll somebody, then let's say that I had enrolled the last 5 people, I'd put them on my right. And I knew I was trying to get to to executive at some point in my life. I want to get to executive. So I don't want to enroll everybody on my, left side, Vicki? I don't want to enroll everybody on my left side. I want to enroll some people on my right side so that I can get back to executive at some point in my life, right? Because if you don't have the structure, meaning that you don't have people, because you need people on your left and right in order for those people to potentially become consultants, in order for you to rank advance to the next level, executive director or director and all that kind of stuff. So that's why it matters. Okay. Sorry, Vicki. I couldn't resist that anytime I heard that one come up. All right. Patricia. Okay, it's cool. I was getting ready to ask you if that made sense. Okay. Whoever was following the questions, can you can you give me? I'm laughing at some private messages I got here. If anybody's following the questions, is there anybody who's got a question that, or was there any questions posted over here that I missed? Courtney's shaking her head. All right. We've gone over yet again, but again, guys, I think this is an important topic because I really want you guys to understand the importance of how to enroll people. But I want to go to this one more time. For those of you who are not rank advancing, but you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is the answer to my prayers. This whole thing, people can sign up as PCs all day long. You will never rank advance without associates. A person cannot become a consultant if they don't first become an associate. So if you let all of these people enroll themselves as preferred customers and you don't have them at some point put their information in so that they can be an associate, then you're never going to rank advance to the next level. And it's really important to keep that in mind, because if you're looking at this as a hobby, and if you're sitting on here listening to me babble on for an hour and 15 minutes, then I hope that you're not looking at it as a hobby. Then you want to make sure that you have that structure in place. If you don't even have the structure in place to become let's say you don't even have 6 people that you've enrolled as associates, you can't get to director. Okay? If you don't have 2 people that you've enrolled to associate, you can't get to manager, because 2 people have to be associates before those 2 people can become consultants. So it's real important to get people to change their status to associate early on so that you can show them how to become a consultant. Okay? Don't forget that. And I'm telling you, I can see all kinds of reasons why Isagenix created this system. And a lot of those reasons are because I believe it's going to save Isagenix millions of dollars. Okay? I think that Isagenix is going to pay out a lot of money, right? Because now, if I've got an active associate, I can pretty much make that person a consultant pretty easy, right? You just saw me enroll my dog, right? So actually I didn't, for the record, enroll my dog, and I do not recommend that anybody enrolls their dog. But I'm just telling you that it's pretty easy to turn turn an active associate into a consultant now. It's not hard, okay? So I would really recommend that you look at the opportunity of getting your people turned into associates so that you have the structure to make it happen. Anybody that's on this call, if you have enrolled 5 people on your right and you've enrolled 5 people on your left, and I'm just talking people, they are associates right now. They don't even have to be active associates. They're just sitting as associates. You have the structure in place to become an executive. Under the Crystal Reset program, actually, you have the structure to become a director. Under the Crystal Reset program, all of you can make $750 if you right now have 6 people who are enrolled as and are enrolled as an associate. Okay, so if you have 6 people enrolled as an associate right now, all of you have the ability to become a director. Now, does that make financial sense to go in and make all that happen? Probably not, if you don't have anybody active, because it's going to cost you, $170, $180, maybe even if you have a free enrollment coupon, blah, 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 it doesn't matter. You're still going to spend someplace around $150 to $200 per person to just help people get enrolled. But don't get caught up into that whole, I've got to rank advance to look good and spend lots of money to make a little bit of money. Okay, that's not a good habit. But if you're sitting at 5 consultants and you need 1 more to make $750, I would tell you to look at that investment. Okay, so if you need to borrow $400 from me and then you're going to send me $750, we'll play that game all day long. Okay, I'll give you $400, you send me $750, we'll play that game as often as you want to play it. Okay. And you can even
That's the new math, Brent.
You can even send me a 1099. What's that?
I said, is that the new math?
Yeah.
You send me 400, I send you 750.
Yeah, I'll send you 400. You send me 750. Well, what I'm saying is that to enroll 2 people, right? It's going to cost you $200 a person to make that 6th consultant, right? So you make 6 consultants. You're now a director under the Crystal Reset. You just made $750. It cost you $400 to make that happen. It's not bad math. Okay. All right. Any other questions?
Just really quick, Brent, will you tell everybody what your YouTube channel is that doesn't know where to find the recordings?
I can't put these on public YouTube anymore because corporate has sent me, don't do it. So I will post this to my group, and I will post this to Courtney's group. And I don't think there's anybody here that is not in one of those groups. Okay. If there is anybody here who's not in one of those groups, then let me know, and I'll get it to you. It usually takes about 30 minutes for it to download and get it posted. And I posted last night's call in Team Shady, so I can post it. I can send that over to you, Courtney, so that you can steal that too, unless you already stole it. Okay. All right. Okay. Then I'll post it over in Courtney's group too. All right. Any other questions?
I have a quick question about the reset.
Okay.
So if you have, let's say you have, I don't know, 15 people on your left
Okay.
and 5 people on your right
Okay.
that you have, so you had 5 on the left and 5 on the right, you're executive, right? So you're trying to start over, but you've fallen back to where you're down 1 or 2 people.
Okay.
You get back to executive, and then to get double executive again, do you have to do another 5 on your left and another 5 on your right?
Nope.
Or do you just have to get 10 new
10.
consultants?
10 new consultants, or 6 new consultants to get director. Okay. So you need 6 new consultants gets your director bonus because you're still eligible for that. And 10 new consultants will get you the executive bonus.
But it doesn't have to be 5 on your left and 5 on your right.
Does not, just has to be 10 total. Okay. And I'm 100% certain of that. We did it last year, and I just know that's the way it is. It's 10. So when we get 10 new consultants, well, actually when we get 6 new consultants, we'll get the director bonus. When we get 10 new consultants, we will get the executive bonus. Okay. Good. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I already enrolled somebody. When I enroll them, I'm still getting them to associate right away. I'm talking them into it right away. Okay. I recommend you guys do the same thing. It just makes sense for structure. It makes sense because I know how people are. People don't want to do the business until they find out that there's money. And then when I call them up and say, hey, look, there's $300 there waiting for you. If you want it, let me know and I'll show you how to get it. And then all of a sudden they go, okay, I want $300. Okay. So enroll your people as associates. I get what they're doing. Makes perfect financial sense. I'm actually really happy about it. And as well, all of you should be happy about it, because here's the thing, guys. If you go on to isogenicsbusiness.com or Isogenics Business Facebook page and you see the amount of questions that they ask, you can tell they don't have coaching upline. Okay. So there's a whole lot of people that aren't being coached this. That means there's a whole lot of people that won't do this as a business. And for those of us that have decided to do this as a business, I want Isogenics to be financially strong as possible. And for them to make these decisions is a fantastic decision, because that means, and this may sound selfish, but you're going to have a whole lot less people making a little bit of money. Okay. And when I say a little bit of money, you're going to have a whole lot less people making $50, $150, $200. Coupons, fantastic. Give them all the coupons they want. Okay. But for those of us that decide we want to do this as business, it's going to make the back office look a lot stronger, right? It's going to make your bottom line, Isogenics' bottom line, look a lot stronger. Okay, I don't have anything else, guys. So if there's no other questions, I'll kill the recording and we'll be good. Cool. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, Brent.
All right. What's up, Chuck? You're sitting in the dark, man. You look scary.
I think he's